Hello everyone, I'm Hassam, UI designer working with the Planet 4 team, and in this presentation I'm going to go through the colors that we adopted for our new identity project. So following up with the community calls, we refined the color palette to match our goals for brand alignment and usability. Starting with the yellow, we picked this warm color for our call to actions, and we will see next why it replaced the orange color. We tweaked the P4 dark green because the first one proposed was a green blue color and it was clashing with our green. And we made the dark gray less intense to enhance readability since it was similar to the pure black. We needed to consider the color contrast to make sure everything is easy to read for everyone. So we did a color contrast check for our orange call to action button using the Adobe Accessibility Color Checker, and it turned out that it didn't meet the accessibility standards with a contrast of 3 where the minimum required is 4.5. So in order to have sufficient contrast between the text and the background, we explored different variants of the orange color while keeping accessibility front of mind. And in all examples, the call to action button didn't visually stand out on the page. So we decided to use the P4 Action Yellow. First, since it meets the minimum contrast requirements, and this is a 13:1, that's really high contrast. And second, to increase the visibility of the call to actions and give more energy and friendliness to our UI. The extended palette was pulled from the Materials Color tool, and it consists of all the tints and shades of each color in the palette. And after analyzing the use cases of colors, we trimmed down on the number for only the usable tints and shades to reduce the cognitive load and to maintain the color system. So starting with the GP Green. GP Green is our primary color. It is used primarily for brand recognition and can be used to emphasize and highlight items. The variant 800 is a Web Content Accessibility Guidelines Level 2 rated for both large and small text and is used for contextual navigation links and breadcrumbs. The variant 500 is our logo color and is reserved for specific color backgrounds like primary buttons, hover states, links, and tabs, and is also used for illustration content like icons. The variant 400 is used for important action items that need to stand out, such as the primary buttons. The variants 100 and 200 are only used for the background color of the tag button, passive, and hover state. The P4 Action Yellow is one of our secondary colors. It is used to bring attention to primary actions or items that need special highlighting. The variant 700 is only used for illustration content. The variants 500 and 600 are used for the background color of the call to action passive and hover state. And the variant 100 is used to highlight important information, such as the background of the call out boxes. The P4 dark green is one of our secondary colors. It is used for less prominent components in the UI. The variant 900 is only used for background color of the copyright and countries block. The variant 800 is used for secondary buttons and for most background colors in blocks and components. The beige is one of our secondary colors. It is used to add warmth to the UI. The variant 200 could be used as background color hover state of buttons, and the variant 100 is commonly used for different background colors of blocks and buttons. Red doesn't represent the brand and is used for error states to draw attention to actions that are destructive. The variant 500 is a Web Content Accessibility Guidelines Level 2 rated for both large and small text and is applied to text, tooltips, and icons. The variant 100 could be used as an alert color for backgrounds to highlight important information. Neutrals are mainly used to provide hierarchy and contrast for text content. It is used also for backgrounds, borders, and dividing lines without competing with our primary and secondary colors. The grays 400 through 900 are commonly used for text content, and gray 900 is the most widely used color for body and title text. Grays 100 through 300 are commonly used for backgrounds, borders, and dividing lines. We applied the new colors to the post Get Informed and Action pages to see how these colors will look like on the new information architecture project. So this is a demo of a post page, and first this is an example of a primary and secondary buttons where they sit side by side in the cookies box. We assigned the green color for the fixed donate button to differentiate it from the rest of the call to action buttons, the breadcrumb with the GP green 800, the neutral 900 for the title and body, and the neutral 400 for the meta information. We replaced the background colors of the social media buttons with the new beige color, since we needed to use fewer colors on the page to make it easier to scan and to avoid complexity. This is an example of the green GP green color applied on the new links style. This is the call to action button of the take action box out with the action yellow color. This is the new dark green color implemented on the highlighted call to action block with the transparent button. And this is another example of the highlighted call to action block with the call to action yellow button. Tags buttons with the variants of the GP green, the beige color applied on the authors block, the contextual navigation with the GP green 800, the secondary button with the new dark green color, also another example of the beige over the comments block, the dark green applied to the footer, and we used the darker variant for the countries and copyright block. This is the demo of the Get Informed page. The beige color applied on the quick links block, the dark green for the secondary buttons in the media and text block, the beige also as a background color of the issues block, and we applied the different variants of our primary and secondary colors for icons. Also for the forms block, we've applied the beige as a background color, and we used the action yellow color for the button. In the action demo page, we used the P4 action yellow for the call to action button of the form block. We applied the beige for the whole container of the media and text block, and the dark green for the secondary button. We've also used the P4 action yellow on each card of the take action covers block. And yeah, that's pretty much it.